Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Atlanta. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter, it's Taylor Heinicke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heinicke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 5. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First down, Heinicke. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Heinicke. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Heinicke on first down. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Algier. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On 2nd, here's Algier. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Heinicke with a 3rd and goal. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, the former Houston Cougar, Case Keenum.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Let's roll. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Throwing, Heinicke. This one left side, caught by Patterson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Heinicke to throw it. Smith catches left side. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a toss play to Algier. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Heinicke. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Heinicke on 3rd and 2. He's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 35 on second down, Keenum. That's underneath to Pierce. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Keenum. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And that is incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Taylor Heinicke in the offense heading back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Now Heinicke. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Heinicke. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Heinicke. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. Again, it's Heinicke. Kaderl Hodge has it complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Heinicke. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on 2nd down, Heinicke. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll throw again, Heinicke. He'll find Darby. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, Heinicke. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 10.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
That's right.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime here, and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Keenum now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Keenum. Over the middle here to Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Keenum. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Pierce will try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Heinicke now looking to throw on first down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Finding space at the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They go play action. Now Heinicke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. To throw is Heinicke. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Heinicke. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
And now out comes Houston. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. After the interception, here's Keenum. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Keenum. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Keenum over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Keenum. It's complete to Brown, right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Pierce now up the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Keenum. Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Keenum. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Heinicke Falcons on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Atlanta now coming out on the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
1st down, and they'll start with Algier. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Heinicke to throw it. That'll be taken in by Darby. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Heinicke, throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. They'll try and run right on the option. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, 1st down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
First down, Heinicke. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Heinicke.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Heinicke on 3rd and 2.
Open man there is Patterson, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
They'll look to run with Algier.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Tyler Algier.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Coup for the extra point.
It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Keenum and the offense now. Down by 10. A minute 54 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Keenum. And down he goes.
throws. Keenum is sacked. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Keenum's throw taken in there by Cooks. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. To throw is Keenum. And this one is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time for Keenum on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
What's the deal, y'all? Make plays, y'all. Make plays. Let's play. Let's play. Whatever it takes.
Handing it off, right side, Algier. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.